Quantum physics tells us something most people ignore. Particles that have once been connected remain entangled, no matter the distance. Change one, and the other responds instantly. Separate them by continents, and they still influence each other's state. In the world of finance, this isn't just a metaphor. This is your destiny. You are not an isolated system. You are entangled with every person you regularly interact with. And those entanglements are determining your wealth outcomes right now. You aren't just earning your income. You are earning the average of your quantum field. If your inner circle vibrates at the frequency of scarcity, complaining about costs, doubting possibilities, resenting wealth, they are sabotaging your abundance signal right now. Without saying a word. Without even being in the same room. This is quantum averaging. And it's destroying your financial potential. I am Elias Voss, and today we are performing surgery on your social ecosystem. We are going to understand financial entanglement and why your current network is the ceiling on your wealth, not the foundation. Your network isn't just networking. It's the hardware upon which your abundance software runs. And if the hardware is corrupted, if the people you're entangled with are broadcasting incompatible frequencies, your profit will never be processed. The code is perfect. The hardware is the problem. You can have the billion-dollar vision. You can broadcast the perfect frequency. But if you're entangled with people operating on scarcity processors, your quantum function will never collapse into wealth. This is physics, not philosophy. You've heard the claim. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Most people think this is motivational wisdom. It's not. It's quantum mechanics. When you interact with someone, truly interact, not just pass them on the street, your quantum wave functions merge. You become entangled. Your probability fields overlap. And from that moment forward, you influence each other's outcomes at a distance. This isn't metaphor. This is measurable quantum behavior applied to consciousness. And here's the mechanism. When your friend complains about the price of coffee, they're not just sharing information. They're broadcasting a scarcity frequency. And because you're entangled, because your fields are merged during interaction, their frequency enters your system. It begins replicating in your consciousness. Suddenly, you're also seeing prices through a scarcity filter. They've lowered your energetic voltage for wealth without either of you realizing it. This is voltage decay through entanglement. Each interaction with a low-frequency field drains your energetic charge. You don't feel it happening. It's subtle, gradual, insidious. But measured over weeks and months, the data is devastating. You entered the year broadcasting at wealth frequency. But after 6 months of entanglement with scarcity-minded people, your frequency has dropped below the threshold where wealth can manifest. But the principle works in both directions. Entangle with people broadcasting higher frequencies than yours, and they pull you up. Their abundance signal infects your field, positively. Your baseline rises. Suddenly, opportunities you couldn't see before become obvious. Not because they appeared, but because your elevated frequency can now detect them. This is the law of the quantum average. You don't just choose your actions. You choose your entanglements, and those entanglements determine the average frequency at which you operate, which determines everything that manifests in your financial reality. Now let's examine signal mutation, how your pure wealth frequency becomes corrupted through peer interference. You begin the week broadcasting a coherent abundance signal, clean, powerful, aligned, and then the entanglements activate. Your business partner doubts the deal. They don't say it, they're too professional, but they're broadcasting it. And because you're entangled, their doubt creates destructive interference with your confidence. The two waves meet and cancel each other out. Your quantum function, the collapse from potential to manifestation, fails. The deal dies. You think it's bad luck. It's not. It's signal mutation through entanglement. This is basic wave mechanics. When two waves are in phase, aligned, coherent, they create constructive interference. They amplify each other. But when two waves are out of phase, misaligned, dissonant, they create destructive interference. They cancel each other. And you are experiencing this every single day with everyone you're entangled with. And here's the brutal truth. You aren't just earning your income. You are earning the average of your quantum field. If you're broadcasting at 6-figure frequency but entangled with 5 people broadcasting at 4-figure frequency, the math is simple and merciless. The quantum average is 5-figure. That's what manifests. Your potential is being averaged down by your entanglements. The quantum field doesn't respond to your highest potential. It responds to your effective frequency, your average. And if that average is below the wealth threshold because of who you're entangled with, your potential is irrelevant. You could be capable of billion-dollar thinking, but if you're averaging with poverty consciousness, the universe receives below threshold and responds accordingly. Even passive envy from someone in your field, unspoken, hidden beneath surface-level support, creates interference. They congratulate you while internally resenting your success. That resentment is a frequency. It travels through your entanglement. You absorb it, and suddenly you're self-sabotaging without understanding why. You're unconsciously lowering your success to eliminate the discomfort in your quantum field. The field wants equilibrium. If most of your entanglements are low frequency, you will be pulled down to match them. This is your signal right now. Contaminated, mutated, operating at an averaged frequency far below your potential. And you wonder why wealth evades you. It's not evading you. You're broadcasting the wrong frequency because of who you're entangled with. Now comes the protocol. The Voss Field Audit, a 3-stage process for diagnosing, protecting, and optimizing your quantum entanglements. Stage 1. Entropy identification. You audit your field with clinical honesty. Every person you interact with regularly gets a frequency assessment, not based on whether you like them, based on how they affect your energetic voltage. Do you leave interactions with them feeling elevated or depleted, inspired or resigned, expanded or contracted? The body knows. The data doesn't lie. Most people discover the ratio is devastating. 70 to 80% of their regular interactions are entropic, draining their frequency, lowering their average, contaminating their signal. 20 to 30% are neutral or amplifying. This ratio explains everything about their financial plateau. Stage 2. Energetic decoupling. And here's where most people panic. They think this means cutting everyone off. It doesn't. You don't have to delete people from your life immediately, but you do have to decouple energetically. This means creating conscious boundaries that prevent their frequency from contaminating yours. Practically, this means you observe their frequency without merging with it. You hear their complaints without adopting their scarcity mindset. You maintain your baseline regardless of their broadcast. You're present, but you're protected. You've decoupled the entanglement. You're interacting with them without allowing quantum field merger. Stage 3. Resonance expansion. You don't just protect from contamination. You strategically seek amplification. You deliberately pursue entanglements with people already operating at the frequency you're trying to reach. Not for manipulation. For elevation. For quantum averaging in your favor. This is deliberate field optimization. You place yourself in environments where the average frequency is higher than yours. Conferences, masterminds, memberships, spaces where wealth-minded people gather. And through proximity and interaction, through quantum entanglement with higher frequency fields, your own average rises. You're not pretending. You're allowing their signal to elevate yours through the same mechanism that was previously contaminating you. And then you wait for the lag time to resolve. Quantum field changes don't manifest instantly. There's typically a 60 to 90-day lag between frequency shift and reality manifestation. But once your average crosses the threshold and stabilizes there through optimized entanglements, the manifestations become inevitable. Opportunities you couldn't see before. Connections that materialize from nowhere. Capital that finds you. Not magic. Mechanics. This is what field mastery looks like. Every entanglement serves the frequency. Every connection either amplifies or is protected against. The average is above threshold, and wealth has no choice but to manifest because the field conditions are optimal. Let me be clear about what we've covered today. Your network is not neutral. It is actively determining your financial ceiling through quantum entanglement. Every person you're connected to is either raising or lowering your average frequency, and that average is what manifests. The uncomfortable question you must answer is this: are you willing to optimize your field, or will you remain loyal to entanglements that are mathematically preventing your breakthrough? Because here's the truth most people can't handle: wealth requires a sterile environment. You cannot build a quantum empire in a field of static. You cannot achieve precision manifestation while entangled with chaotic frequencies. The tolerance for contamination is zero. And yes, this means some people currently in your life are incompatible with your wealth future. This doesn't mean you hate them. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It means their frequency is incompatible with your destination. And you must choose their comfort or your evolution, loyalty to stagnation or commitment to transformation. Tonight, you begin stage 1. You audit your field. You list the 5 people you interact with most frequently, and you honestly assess: does each interaction elevate or drain your frequency? The data will be uncomfortable. Collect it anyway. Tomorrow, you establish your first energetic boundary. Choose one entropic interaction and enter it protected, conscious, boundaried, refusing to absorb their frequency. Notice how this feels. Notice that you can be present without being contaminated. And within 30 days, you make your first resonance expansion move. You attend one event, join one group, make one connection with someone operating at a frequency higher than yours. You allow the quantum averaging to begin working in your favor. Choose your entanglements with the precision of a surgeon, because they are not just social connections. They are the quantum architecture of your financial destiny. Subscribe to the Voss method for the advanced entanglement protocols. We're going to clean your field, optimize your average, and cross the threshold together. I am Elias Voss, and your field audit begins now.